Chapter 23. "And how far back is she now?" asked Storm smugly. "Look behind you!" shouted Storm's co-chief. Cruz was right on his tail. "Morning, Storm," she said. "Wait, how did you—" "Just your number one fan back here jolting on your butt," Cruz said. "Nothing to be concerned about." "Just like two June bugs on a summer night," said Lightning, reciting one of Doc's famous sayings. Storm tried to throw Cruz off by careening round, but she followed his every curve and turn. "This is fun," said Cruz. "Hey, Hamilton." "Hamilton here," said the computerized voice. "Call out our speed," she said. 208 miles per hour. 207 miles per hour, said Hamilton. "Would you stop that?" shouted Storm. 205 miles per hour, said Hamilton. "You're slowing down, Storm," said Cruz, taunting him. "Because you're taking me off my line," he yelled. "Be careful, Cruz," said Lightning. The white flag dropped for the last lap, and Cruz continued to stick right on Storm. "Last lap," said Smoky. 200 miles per hour. 199 miles per hour, announced Hamilton. "Uh-oh," said Cruz. "My GPS is saying I have slow traffic in my way, and that I should get in front of it." "You're not gonna win," said Storm. "Oh, you're angry," said Cruz. "I am not angry," said Storm, clearly trying to control his temper. "You know, you can use that anger to push through." "I said I'm not angry," screamed Storm. As they approached the finish line, Cruz dropped back and over towards the inside of the track. Storm countered and edged in front of her. Without flinching, Cruz effortlessly flung herself through the gap along the wall and pulled ahead. "Huh? I don't think so," said Storm. He moved in close, smashing her into the wall. Sparks flew, and a large scraping noise made the crowd wince as Cruz screamed in pain. "Cruz!" shouted Lightning. "Get out of there!" Lightning could barely watch as Storm pushed her harder and harder into the wall. "You don't belong on this track," Storm yelled. Cruz took a deep breath and answered with a loud, firm voice. "Yes, I do!" Suddenly, she drove up onto the wall, pushed off, and flipped over Storm, just like Doc had done all those years ago. It was as if she were flying in slow motion. The whole crowd watched the thrilling moment in awe. Lightning's face lit up with a giant smile, and BAM! She touched the ground, crossing the finish line before Storm. "It's Cruz Ramirez for the win!" shouted Bob Cutlass. The crowd roared as Cruz let out a victory scream. "Wahoo-hoo-hoo! Woo-hoo-hoo!" shouted Lightning. Maddie, the same young fan from the audience, revved the engine and exclaimed, "Cruz Ramirez!" The Radiator Springs gang cheered from the sidelines, and the legends celebrated in the stands. "Way to go, Cruz!" shouted Louise Nash. Inside the Thunder Horror Bar, Miss Fritter shouted gleefully, "Ah, yes!" Back in Radiator Springs, Sheriff and Red were watching the race and crying. Lizzie rolled over and said, "What did I miss?" Dow Cartrip looked at Necklace Certain, still reeling from the shock of the outcome. "Man, heck of a win," he said, as he gazed at the track below. Necklace Certain looked up at her board with wonder. "Yeah," she said, looking down at the track with a grin. "Heck of a win." Lightning watched proudly, trying to hold in his emotions as Cruz took a celebrity victory lap. "Kid's got a lot of stuff, eh, Doc?" asked Lightning proudly. Then he turned his attention back to Cruz. "Go ahead," he said into the headset. "Give them some smoke." Cruz spun donuts in the infield, laughing and loving every second as the crowd cheered her on. She came back to Lightning, coughing from breathing in the smoke. "You'll get used to that," he said. Sterling, impressed by Cruz's win, changed his tune as he pushed through everyone to get to her. "Out of my way, come on, move it, move." The legends bristled at his rude behavior, but he stayed the course. "Cruz," said Sterling, his voice dripping with admiration. "I knew you had something, and now look at you, a winner. I could use you as a racer on our team. We could make—" "Sorry, Mr. Sterling," said Cruz, cutting him off. "I would never race for you. I quit." "Well then, race for me," said a big friendly voice. Tex Dinoco honked his horn as he approached. "Miss Cruz, I would be tickled pink to have you race for Team Dinoco," he said. "As you know, we have a long history of great races, except for Carl. I'm still right here," said Carl. "Hire her, I don't care," said Sterling. "Lightning, now that you're retired, I need you first thing Monday morning for a photo shoot." "Yeah," said Lightning, "all right, Mr. Sterling." "Whoa," said Smoky, "hang on." They all looked up at the large screen to see McQueen, Cruz listed on the board as co-winners. Sterling gasped. "Why is my name up there?" asked Lightning. You started the race. That's how it works, said Smirky. Wait, now wait a minute, started Sterling. That was the deal, said Sally, growing up. Lightning wins. He decides when he's done racing. She flashed a smile. I'm his lawyer. Woo-hoo, said Mater. That was the deal. You are not a nice guy. He leaned in and said, although, seriously, you do make a quality mud flap at an affordable price. But I would like you to leave, sir. You're ridiculous, said Sterling. I'm leaving. He turned and began to drive off, but suddenly stopped short. One of his tires had been replaced with a fat one. Sterling screamed at the sight of it. How did it? Guido smirked as he blew smoke off his earth-spanner. Pit stop. Sally rolled over to Lightning. So, she said, smiling at him, you did it. You got the chance Doc never got. So, you're gonna keep racing? Lightning gave Sally a knowing look. He loved everything about racing, but right now there was only one place he wanted to be: home. End of chapter 23. Chapter 24. The sun shone over Radiator Springs as Luigi gave an enthusiastic welcome to a small crowd. Welcome all to historic Willie's Butte for today's great exhibition of speed, he shouted. The Radiator Springs gang, along with Tex Smirky, Cruise's former next-gen trainees, and all the legends cheered as Cruise rolled up, showing off her new look. She was sporting the Dynaco colors and logo, and had the number 51 painted on her sides. Thanks, guys, said Cruise, beaming with pride. Go, go, Dynaco, shouted Mater. Great number, said Smirky. Was Lightning's idea. He felt Hud would have wanted you to have it. I love it, said Cruise. It's very old school, added Sally. Did someone just say old school? Lightning approached with a new look of his own. The fabulous Lightning McQueen was painted on his side, along with the number 95 and Crew Chief. Sally gasped at the sight of him. He looked so different. She'd also never seen him so happy. "Trying something new? I like that, Mr. Fabulous," she said. "Suits you, boss," said Mac. "Shiny new paint," said River. "Doc's back from college," shouted Lizzie. As Lightning joined Coos at the starting line, she checked out his paint job. "Wow," said Coos. "Subtle. Figured if I'm gonna be your crew chief, I better do it in style," said Lightning. "And Mr. Sterling's okay with this?" asked Coos. "He sold Rusty's," Lightning replied. Then he turned to face his friends and shouted, "Thanks, Tex." The cars parted to make room for Tex Dinoco, who wheeled down the newly formed path. "'Twarn't nothing," he replied. A small moment passed as Coos took in the scene and realized what this meant for Lightning. "Hope you got your drip pan," said Coos. "Got my drip pan, and I've taken my nap," he said. "Bring it on, old man." "Luigi?" Lightning asked. Luigi smirked and shouted, "Go!" Everyone hooted and hollered as Lightning and Coos took off, racing round and having a blast, just like Lightning and Doc did so many years before. Lightning knew Doc would have been proud, and somehow Doc felt close by, which assured Lightning that he was right where he was supposed to be. And that's the end of the story. Disney Pixar Cars 3, Book of the Film. By Suzanne Francis. Read by the YouTuber who has started properly in 2009 and has been on YouTube for 10 years, the new storyteller, also known as Mr. Christopher James Rush from the 90s, but never knew YouTube back then.